Lincoln?
The ocean is like most of the earth.
Okay. So like when you think about the shape of the ocean versus the shape of a lake, like what might be different about the shapes? What might be different about the shapes between a lake and an ocean? Mabel.
Usually an ocean is like cavey and has more land in sight, while less land in sight, and a lake is kind of small.
Okay. Cash, go ahead.
A lake is like usually like kind of like a circle. The ocean is like not even close. It goes like just everywhere.
Okay. Lincoln.
Most of the time when you draw a lake, you do draw it in a circle, but then if you try to draw the ocean, you can't. It's way too big.
Oh, okay. Alright, here's another one. Ooh, a river. So what's different about a river compared to a lake? Mabel, go ahead.
Rivers are usually, if you imagine a river, you imagine it like skinny.
Okay. Cash?
They go a certain way, and lakes don't, or just go like move back and forth. And
Oh.
rivers go only one way.
Okay. What about the shape? When you think about the shape of a lake versus the shape of a river, Lincoln.
Well, if you saw a river, you'd think a river, you'd be like this, skinny, but then a lake is more circular. And most of the time, a river is running from somewhere into a lake or the ocean, but then a lake, it's not moving anywhere most of the time.
So there's a couple other ones here. So this is called a gulf. So what are some things like, so a gulf is usually connected to an ocean. But what do you notice is unique about the Gulf? Mabel?
Peninsula.
Oh, okay. So the peninsula is the landform. And so where is the peninsula at, Mabel? Can you come point at it?
It's an unusual spot
Okay.
for land to be.
Okay. So how does the peninsula help form the Gulf? Lincoln?
The peninsula is one side of the Gulf, and the other side is right over there.
Okay.
The Gulf,
and so
and then there's an
the Gulf
opening.
is this space in here, the water in here. So there's kind of land here, and back here and here, but not on this side.
It's like the opposite of a peninsula.
Okay. And this is called a strait, and the strait is right here. What do you notice about the shape of the water there? Cash, go ahead.
It's like this is the ocean, and this
Back up,
is the
buddy, we can't
beginning
see
of
it.
a river. Like
Oh,
it's going into a river.
okay. Lincoln, what were you gonna say?
Well, it looks like there's a tiny bit of water right there. Those cliffs could have water under them, but it looks like there's just a tiny bit of water there.
Okay. So we're gonna probably skip that one and that one and that one for now.
That's
So-
long.
So now, what I want you to think about is there are lots of different types of bodies of water, and there's lots of different types of landforms. We don't have any water in our driveway or in our yard. But imagine the sidewalk and the driveway were bodies of water. What kinds of body of water would they be? Cash.
There would be like a river.
Why?
Cause they,
Oops, there's the dog.
Daisy. What are you doing?
well,
Come on, Daisy.
the sidewalk
Here
wall would be like a place where you go both along it.
Okay, say that again. The driveway would be like what?
I said sidewalk.
Oh, the sidewalk.
Driveway and sidewalk. You would like boat. You would have boats. Oh,
Okay.
and a driveway would be like a waterfall.
Mabel, go ahead.
My driveway would kind of be like a waterfall, and the sidewalk would be a river, and the rest of the driveway, like in our backyard, that would be like pond or lake.
Okay. Wait, why would that be a pond or a lake?
Cause it's so small.
Okay. Go ahead, Lincoln.
The area in our backyard would be a gulf. I'd say that would be a gulf.
Oh, why would you call that a gulf?
Because it's like, so Friend Games grass would be the peninsula, and then our grass over here would be the land.
Okay.
That'd be the Gulf.
So,
emptying out
so
your
what I
river
want you to
though.
do is I want you to add to your, and I'm going to give you a different color. Why would using a different color of Play-Doh for the bodies of water make sense? Why would it make sense to use the bodies of, a different color of Play-Doh for the bodies of water? Cash.
So you know what the water is
Okay.
and what's not.
Mabel?
What's what?
What do you mean?
Like which thing is which?
Okay. So ideally we'd have blue or some, or maybe even like a different, like kind of a different color. But we have pink and orange and red. So I want you to add to your model bodies of water from the outside. But before we do that, I want you to think about I want to go back to talking about scientists. When scientists are making observations of land and water, why does that require creativity? Lincoln.
You have to really think about how it would look, and then you gotta apply your creativity to make it look like that.
Okay. Why else do you think of making observations of land and water requires creativity? Mabel.
Because you need to use your imagination to make something.
Okay. Cash.
So you can use your imagination to see what it looks like the other way around. Like the land be the water and the water be the
Okay.
land.
So scientists clearly have to use their imagination, creativity a lot. Let's talk something else that a lot of people think scientists have to work in a laboratory.
That's not true.
Okay. Why not?
Because you could do what you were doing, just use Play-Doh to do it.
Okay.
And it does make sense in a lot of cartoons and stuff.
Yeah.
There are scientists working in these really cool laboratories.
Okay. So why else, based on what we've done so far today, why else does it make sense that scientists don't have to work in a laboratory? Why else does it make sense that scientists don't have to work in a laboratory? Mabel.
Because they're not always making cool potions like people always imagine them.
Oh, so what are we doing today that's like what scientists do? That's not in a laboratory.
We're doing science at home.
Oh,
But
okay.
we're still getting it in even if bad sickness is going around.
Okay. Lincoln?
Well, I mean, we're just looking at our own yard. Scientists could probably just walk around our neighborhood and look and see stuff. We could go behind the art center and look at the pond.
Okay.
That would take too long.
So, last question before I let you guys get back to work. As you're making your models and adding the water to it, what are some things you're going to want to think about to make your model as good as possible? Think in your head, what are some things you can do to improve your models? Lincoln.
Well, for the steps, in my case, I'd probably add tiny waterfalls because the steps are then come down, then come down, come down, come down.
Okay. How else can you improve your models? Cash?
It would be land under the driveway would be like a slanted waterfall.
Okay. And so I notice you're talking a lot about the shapes of the land. Why do you think we should also be thinking about the size of our models? What could we do differently to make the size of our models better? Lincoln.
Well, we could make the size better. That way, it looks like the water's more controlled by the area.
Okay. All right. So what questions do you guys have before we finish our models? Yeah.
We all maybe finish this.
Yeah, you can finish that and then also add the water. Lincoln.
Do we have any more Play-Doh to work with?
We do not. We have this stuff. The stuff I'm going to give you. All right, go to it. Let's see what you come up with.
And I don't know when we have pink.
You guys can trade colors if you want. I don't care.
I want more.
All right, so that's kind of and so now they'll make their models, and that's kind of the end of the lesson. What questions do you have about what they were doing or what you saw me doing?
I just love the redirection. Like, you're just so good. Like I just every time, like, and you're not even like hurting anyone.